When it comes to landscaping, one of the biggest decisions homeowners have to make is whether to use natural grass or artificial grass. Do not make any decision without watching this full video. The list below shows what we will cover. Like and subscribe if it helps. So hey, what's better? Natural grass is the traditional option. Here are the advantages of natural grass. Eco-friendly, natural grass is a living plant that helps to create oxygen and absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. It also provides natural beauty and aesthetic to your yard. It is safe for children and pets to play on. Natural grass does not require any special equipment and can be used for sports and activities that require a soft surface. On the other hand, here are the cons of natural grass. High maintenance. Natural grass requires regular mowing, fertilizing, and watering to maintain its health and appearance. It is susceptible to pests and diseases. Natural grass can be affected by various types of pests and diseases, which can lead to brown spots, bare patches, and other issues. Limited lifespan. Natural grass can only last for a certain amount of time, depending on the species and the conditions it's grown in. It is climate dependent. The growth and maintenance of natural grass is affected by the climate and soil conditions of the area where it's planted. It also can be costly, depending on the size of your lawn. The cost of maintaining natural grass can add up over time. It's important to note that these pros and cons can vary depending on the specific type of natural grass, and the climate and soil conditions of the area where it's planted. It also depends on the personal preference and lifestyle. Here are the pros of artificial grass. Low maintenance. Artificial grass does not require regular mowing, watering, or fertilizing. Also, it is durable. Artificial grass can last for many years without showing signs of wear and tear. Weather resistant. Artificial grass can withstand extreme temperatures and weather conditions. Can be used in any climate. Artificial grass is not affected by the climate or soil conditions of the area where it's installed. It is great for some sports and activities that require a semi-soft surface. In terms of money, it can save water and reduce water bill when compared to natural grass. Cons of artificial grass. Not as eco-friendly as natural grass since it's made of synthetic materials. Not as safe for children and pets to play on as natural grass, since it's usually made of a harder surface. Can look worn out and faded over time, especially if not maintained. Some people find it less natural looking than natural grass and hence not aesthetic. Can be costly. The initial cost of installing artificial grass can be high, and it may require professional installation. It's important to note that these pros and cons can vary depending on the quality and type of artificial grass that you choose and on the personal preference and lifestyle. Here's the cost comparison between the two. Natural grass. Initial cost. The initial cost of installing natural grass is relatively low, as it only requires soil preparation, seed or sod, and basic tools. Maintenance cost. The cost of maintaining natural grass can vary depending on the size of your lawn, the type of grass, and the climate and soil conditions of the area. However, it generally requires regular mowing, watering, fertilizing, and other maintenance tasks, which can add up over time. Replacement cost. Natural grass has a limited lifespan, depending on the species and conditions, and will need to be replaced every 5 to 10 years. Artificial grass. Initial cost. The initial cost of installing artificial grass can be high, as it requires the purchase of the artificial turf, a sub-base material, and the cost of professional installation. Maintenance cost. Artificial grass does not require regular maintenance tasks like mowing, watering, or fertilizing, which can save money in the long run. Replacement cost. Artificial grass can last for many years without showing signs of wear and tear, but it will need to be replaced if it becomes worn out or faded. It's important to note that the cost comparison of natural grass and artificial grass can vary widely depending on the quality of the materials and the size of the area to be covered. It's also important to consider the long-term costs and the personal preference and lifestyle. Here is a comparison of the environmental impact of natural grass and artificial grass. Natural grass. Natural grass is a living plant that helps to create oxygen and absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. It also helps to prevent soil erosion and improve water quality by absorbing and filtering rainwater. Organic fertilizers and pesticides can be used which are less harmful for the environment. When it comes to artificial grass, it is made from synthetic fibers, typically made from plastic materials such as polyethylene or nylon. These materials are not biodegradable and can take hundreds of years to decompose. It does not absorb and filter rainwater. It can cause water to run off and increase the risk of flooding and erosion. It requires the use of energy and resources to produce, transport, install and dispose of. It's important to note that artificial grass has a greater environmental impact than natural grass, but both have their own set of environmental considerations. Artificial grass can be a good option for areas where natural grass is difficult to maintain, like on rooftops or in areas with limited water resources. It's also important to consider the life cycle of the artificial turf, the materials used and the ways of disposal when making the decision. Here is a comparison of the aesthetics and curb appeal of natural grass and artificial grass. Natural grass. Natural grass provides a natural and authentic look and feel to your yard. It has a wide range of colors and textures that can complement the surrounding landscape. It can be customized to match the specific aesthetic of your home and landscape design. Natural grass can change its appearance according to the seasons, which can add visual interest to your yard. Moving on to artificial grass. Artificial grass can mimic the look and feel of natural grass, but it may not look as natural as real grass. It's available in a wide range of colors and textures, but it may not look as authentic as natural grass, especially when compared up close. Artificial grass does not change its appearance according to the seasons, which can make it look less natural over time. It's important to note that the aesthetics and curb appeal of natural grass and artificial grass can vary depending on the quality of the materials used, the type of grass, and the design and landscaping of the area. Artificial grass can be a good option for areas where natural grass is difficult to maintain, like on rooftops or in areas with limited water resources, but it's also important to consider the personal preference, lifestyle, and the context of the area where it will be installed. Here are a few examples of science case studies that compare natural grass and artificial grass. A study by the University of New South Wales in Australia found that artificial turf fields had a higher temperature than natural grass fields, which could lead to heat stress for athletes. The study also found that artificial turf fields had higher surface hardness, which could lead to an increased risk of injury. In a study by the California State Water Resources Control Board, it was found that artificial turf fields can use less water than natural grass fields. It was found that artificial turf fields use about 10% of the water that natural grass fields use. A study by the University of Washington found that natural grass fields had a higher capacity for filtering pollutants and heavy metals from rainwater than artificial turf fields. A study by the University of California, Davis, compared the environmental impact of natural grass and artificial turf fields. The study found that natural grass fields had a lower environmental impact than artificial turf fields in terms of energy use, water use, and greenhouse gas emissions. A study by the University of Florida found that natural grass fields can provide a better environment for beneficial insects and pollinators than artificial turf fields. It's important to note that these studies are just a few examples, and the results can vary depending on the specific materials used, the climate, and the specific conditions of the area where the grass is being used. It's also important to consider that these studies are not conclusive and more research is needed in this field. In conclusion, both natural grass and artificial grass have their own set of benefits and drawbacks. The choice between the two ultimately depends on your specific needs, preferences, and lifestyle. If you're looking for a low-maintenance option that requires minimal upkeep, artificial grass may be the best choice for you. It's also a good option for areas where natural grass is difficult to maintain, like on rooftops or in areas with limited water resources. On the other hand, if you're looking for a natural and authentic look and feel for your yard, natural grass may be the best choice for you. It's also a good option for homeowners who are concerned about the environment and want to use eco-friendly options. It's important to consider the cost, maintenance, environmental impact, and aesthetic appeal of both options before making a decision. It's also important to consider the context of the area where it will be installed, the personal preference, and the lifestyle. It's recommended to consult with professionals, like landscapers, to get a better understanding of which option is best for your specific situation. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Don't forget to subscribe for more.